How you doing, everybody? It's me, Trader Max, and you're here for the Shill, the Chill, and the Alpha on February 22nd, 2025. I'm going to go down. This has been one hell of a morning. Lots of stuff have been going on. I got to tell you, if good things are good things, bad things are bad things, green candles get green candles, FUD gets FUD. This world we've been battling a lot of great stuff in here today in this show. We're going to be talking about with some great coins, and I'm pretty sure they know how to deal when shit hits the fan. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago, but we're joined today by some strong panelists and strong people in the shilling world as well. We have my co-host, my roommate, and my whatever else you want to say he is. We got Crypto Quentin. What's up, my man?
Good morning, everybody. I'm super happy to be here. Well, it's good afternoon now, but happy to be here all the same. How you doing, Mr. Max?
Right. I'm doing really well. We're getting through a lot of technical stuff this morning. I'm going to use that as a nice little term, but shit happens, right? It's Saturday. It's nice and chill. Might be a short show, might be a small show. We don't know, but we're here to be a part of it and have fun. You're watching the Shill, the Chill, and the Alpha. As most of you know already, if you're here for the Shill part. You're either a panelist, a sponsor, or a shiller, panelist. So a sponsor, a panelist, or a shiller. And if you're here at one of those levels, we're going to introduce you here in a moment. Our sponsor today is Ninja Cat, Bubba from Ninja Cat, and we are joined by Mark, one of the CTO leads and devs over at Ninja Cat. Welcome, buddy. I can't hear you. You're muted, bud.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it, and thank you.
Hey, no worries. We also have quite a few other people that are here today in the panelist version. Right off the bat, somebody that I was spending some time with late in the middle of the night that my wife wants to know who the heck this was, is Chow Chow Meow over from a brand new coin. Oop, hang on one second. Got to move from stage. There, I'm telling you, technical difficulties happening today. We got Chow Chow from the Kilo coin. How you doing, Chow?
I'm doing fantastic, Max. Thanks for having me.
Hey, my pleasure. Lots of good stuff happening. Go ahead.
Tell your wife thank you for sharing you last night.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, I wish it was fun like that, but no, it was fun. We had a great time. We got a lot of stuff done. I was really impressed by the value of just the stick-to-itiveness, I should say, of getting through things, and we're going to talk about that later in the chill portion. We got President Peanut. How you doing, my man?
Pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Doing very, very well. Another panelist for the show today, CTO leader of the coin. That's pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait
the one
to
and
talk
only
more
president.
about Peanuts, and there you go. Let's come in and talk about Peanut. Be a part of that coin. I think what it is going to be pretty cool. Next up, we got. Let's see who else is on the panel. Every time you take it off. Of course, another panelist who just kind of squeaked in at the last second here, Mr. Ghost. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good. I apologize, man.
Don't worry, man.
A little preoccupied today with,
I know, buddy. You know how that goes. Like, yeah, we can talk about that later too. The launch, and I know you're beshoveled because your hat doesn't match your lights, baby.
I had to do the black sheep today. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. There you go. I dig it.
Yeah. Nice to see a familiar face in here, though. What up, Mark?
Remember too that if you're watching this, or if you're a panelist or you're a shiller, you can't share the link with that you got for the backstage with the back crew. I'm getting some error messages from StreamYard saying there's a lot of people trying to come to the back stage. So make sure that you did not share that out. If you are watching, and also Chow, let's see, I'm going to try to do that again. Go live. Error occurred with your guest destination. We informed them to fix it. So I'm going to try to see if we can go live. It doesn't look like so. So share inside your room, Chow, our Twitter account, so they can go and join the people over there in that network there. Okay. But thanks, Ghost, for being here. As wonderful as always. We got some great stuff to talk about. We also have now. I don't know if all the people are up here. We got Cat Bat up here too, to bring Cat Bat up.
We have to bring one person down from the top.
Okay. One of the others. So the Because is a shiller. We'll come out and talk to him in just a minute. I think Because is right. There's a shiller. Okay. Yep. Remove all the shillers from the top. Is that good?
Yep. So
Cat Bat.
we'll drop Shillers down.
There you go. Hey, Cat Bat, how you doing today?
Wait. Hello,
Uh-oh.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, by the way?
Not too bad. If you have a possibility up into the top right, if you're on your computer, you should see it says add stream to your audience. If you could stream to your audience over on your Twitter account, we'd really appreciate it. We'll start getting some numbers coming in, of course. But thanks for being here. Can't wait to get to talk about Cat Bat again. I know you guys are going through a lot of great stuff, and it's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. We already started to post everywhere.
Oh, that's awesome. So we got all the panelists. Do we get President Peanut, Chow, Ghost, Mark, and Cat Bat? Good. I think we got everybody. Now, listen, today, when I see Ghost and he's like, man, this was a morning. He's up early. We were all in a very special launch today for the Shogun system, battling through that stuff. Can't thank you enough, Ghost, for you and your crew. We did a lot of data. We got a lot of data. We got a lot of bugs fixed. We worked on a lot of great stuff. DNSs suck. Android sucks sometimes, but we got all that stuff figured. Everybody claimed their stuff. I hope you get your wallet and everything. Everything's good. But it went off without a hitch. Everybody's stuff was protected. People are making money. Things are happening. And we're going to talk to that coin today with Chow from Tequila Coin. So we're going to be talking to them today. Also through our sponsorship of Mark over at Ninja Cat and so many great things here. We just can't wait to jump right in. Now, if you are watching, here's what's happening today. The Shill, the Chill, and the Alpha. The Shill portion is that you're going to come out. You're going to talk about 3 or 4 minutes about your coin, about your community. Keep it positive. Keep it real. If you are a CTO, just say that. That's okay. No FUD about who the person was and what they did to your poor little world. That's okay. I can completely empathize. I've seen it 1,000 times, and so has everybody else. Stay with the positive and stay forward. Let's make some money. Okay. Secondly, in that portion that while you're talking as a Shiller, the panelists, I want you all to save your alpha for the end. But for the Shillers that are here, if you want to share some of your alpha, try to keep it within the next 2 weeks. In fact, if you got a whole bunch of stuff releasing, tell us the first thing that's releasing. And that's the most powerful part. The one that's releasing the first one. Okay. Not the 15th one by that time. Try to save your time and your energy for that because we want our people that are watching. And trust me, there's already 250 people watching the show right now that will be watching and hearing you talk about your alpha. So make it short, make it sweet, but make it powerful. Get some cause of actions out there and saying that you want them to go over and check your chart out, and that's okay. Or your new thing, whatever is releasing, but make sure it's within 2 weeks if you can. All right. Finally, we're going to talk in the chill portion today. We talked a little bit about some of this in the world of what can go wrong, will go wrong. But today we're going to kind of talk about when shit hits the fan, how do you respond? So it's I don't even know what the chill portion is. We might just have an open concept chill session today and talk about what is the most craziest thing that you've powered through. There's I Build with Stone. What's up, my man? But if you have a something that's really big that's happened and you worked your way through it, how did you keep your composure and what you do, what you kind of think of during those times? You know, what your mindset is when shit hits the fan. When the shit hits the fan, who has the shovel kind of thing. So, and then in the final portion, we'll do the alpha. Of course, you know the rules within the first 2 weeks. And then we'll basically be the show. We'll be with us for about 2.5 hours. I hope about 2 hours, 15 minutes, and try to keep it because after today's show, I'm taking a day off. That was a crazy day. But thank you so much to everybody else. And that's the end of the show. Goodbye. No, I'm only kidding. It's not the end of the show. Let's begin. Mr. Quinton, who is here first in the Shiller portion? Do you remember?
Yes. So it was San.
Perfect.
Good.
Bring Shand up, baby.
There he is.
What's up, because?
Hey, what's up, Max? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm alive. I'm not murdered. I wish that was wine, but it's not. It's grape juice to keep my cholesterol down, I guess. I don't know. But no, it's good, buddy. How are you doing today?
Oh, we're doing good.
Good.
Had some struggles with the market lately, but
Well, there's nobody here who can't say knows what that means. I don't know what you're talking about.
But San is
yeah.
getting stronger every day. So
That's good. Let me pull up the website and get you up to a prime position. Sorry about that. I'm usually really on top of everything. I love this kid, San, in your world here. So I'm going to share it up here, get up there. Pop. Nope. ain't popping up there because you ain't there. I got to get it. Mr. Max, let's go. Share. Boom. There you go, buddy. Let us know what who San is and everything about the coin.
So San is a Shiba Inu puppy, about 3 months old. She was adopted by Kantaro, the Japan walker. He just hit 1.5 million followers on his Instagram. He's going absolutely viral, and he posts content daily. We partnered up with him. We started making weekly donations, and so far in 3 weeks, it's a little over $12,000 donated to charities. Got that going on for the next 10 years. So
Wow.
things are going pretty good. We're floating just below 6 million right now. All-time high of around 38. And just building.
Of course, building. I mean, the chart looks great. You have a huge, giant working channel. I mean, we're talking 5 million down to 3 million, a 2 million working channel with a mean right around 4 million, man. That's fucking amazing. You doing okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Well, we love that. We love San. We love the whole thing with the world of the puppy and the walker. We've been following them for some time. We did have, I think we still do in our portfolio. We still have some San left in there as we work that process out, because there's a lot of volume. We're with you on it, man. So thank you very much for being here today. Is there anything else you would like to tell the world about it?
We got to legit find out that Kantaro spent some time as a monk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he spent a few months actually in a monastery learning how to be a monk. So he's donating his whole bag. Like, it's really hard to find a wholesome story like this.
Right. Well, it's good because I love the PFP maker too, by the way. And the guy that I'm doing this to right now is going to be mad at me. Let's give him a sword. Well, put a sword on. There you go. Give him a sword.
Oh yeah, the new website's coming out soon too.
Oh, that's cool. And when do you think that'll be? In about a week or two?
I think we're shooting for this weekend.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, when you get it up there, I hope you still have the PvP maker. I love this the last time we were talking. It was pretty cool. He's already got a tie. He doesn't need a tie. But thank you very much for being here and letting us share in San's life here. I love the chart. I love the project. It's awesome. If you have a want to come in and buy a bag and get a bag on and get involved, jump over to the community. We love the community over there. They're always so promoting and helping San and Kantaro get out there in the world.
Thanks again for the invite. Really appreciate it.
No worries, my man. We appreciate you. Thanks a lot for being here today. Well, that's basically how it goes. I mean, super quick chill. I mean, they've been doing this for a little while, been around for a bit. Love the chart. Right now, we're sitting right at 486 people. And of course, even Mr. I'm going to come in at the very last second, pops his stuff in, and listen, your crew is always right on board. I always tell everybody, it's like, where's Lotto? I was like, listen, he's going to come in. He's just going to do his thing. He's like, tight. It's like, I got it. He doesn't want to listen to me talk on what we're expecting. He already knows everything in there. That's good. I'm good with it. I'm absolutely good with it, brother. But we have a beautiful chart that's happening right now. Amenadex 6. We got Shogun's 158. Mitch Trader Max 39. Ninja Chocolate 11. We got Peanut 72. Trader Max over there. And then a 9-day with Just a Lotto. Awesome. We're going to probably catch up to you a little bit today because we're going to have like Tequila's crew in there, probably hopefully pumping him and getting us in there. So hope we give you a run for your money today, brother. Let's go. All right. So, Mr. Quinton, who's up first in the panelist version? I guess you want to bring up Chow. You still there with us?
Hi.
How you doing? It's like, yes, hi. How you doing? Hello. I am here now. It is me, Chow. I shall be the leader of the Tipsy Token. I'm going to show for you now. No, I can't be you. You're too nice. Listen, you're up first in this panelist side of it. I got to tell you, I've known you for a while. You've been in Shogun. You've been around the block a few times with us. You've been a constant professional, helped us test Anvilbot. You've done all these things. When you came to me with this idea, kid, I was like, I don't know. You know, if this is not what we really signed on, like multiple tokens, okay. But man, if you've proven yourself with this process, you are definitely a diva dev. I love it. You are just, you power through it. And even though that your computer's kind of needs to be taken with a hammer to it, but we'll get it worked out, baby. You definitely did great. We launched this thing. What time was that we launched? It was 11 o'clock or something, like 11:30.
Yeah, we just launched 2 hours probably 2 hours ago.
Awesome. You had 28, 29 holders and people that in the network. And we'll come out. I'm going to let you come in and do the show here. But I just wanted to say, you know, from the launchpad.shogunx team, we want to say thank you for allowing us to be not perfect. I mean, and that's the hardest thing, is that you get a lot of people out there that are like, oh no, this can't work out. You know, why is that ever happening? We launched on Wednesday and we had 1,100 people in the system, and boom, bop, everything was working. Something happened Thursday with the DNS cluster that was on our network, and it just caused havoc with Androids. Just Androids, not iOS seemed to do okay, but then it started to slowly creep into other things, and you allowed us the time and energy to get it all fixed and worked. And it didn't go off without a hitch, but it went off. It got off, and everybody has their tokens now, and everything's firing. So from this point, Shogunx says thank you very much for being patient with us.
Well, I also say thank you for being patient with me. I mean, we all are not perfect, that's for damn sure, but I appreciate Shogun. I appreciate your help with all of this. And I love our community, our team. Everyone's just worked their ass off to get this done. So I just want to take a shout out for Quentin, who made this beautiful website. Thank you, sir. And
You're very welcome.
Yeah. So let me just tell you a little bit about Tequila and some tipsy tokens. So basically, we're a group called Frenzy Tokens, and we're bringing together what's called Tipsy Tokens. Now, what Tipsy Tokens is, it's a series of meme coins with a play on words that may or may not include some alcohol, clearly. But we're putting together an ecosystem of coins. And what we wanted to do is bring it together the right way. We want to offer a guaranteed no rug ecosystem, a good time with a lot of prizes, upcoming NFTs. And one of my favorite things is what we want to do is help a lot of people. We want to make people rich. We want to make people have fun. So come in here and party with us. But one of the biggest things that we want to do is offer just regular people a chance to get in at the bottom of a coin. I mean, it has its hitches, clearly, as today, we all know. But being included on the bottom of a coin is really exciting. So we want to give that opportunity to our loyal VIP members that hold a certain amount of tokens. And so for example, our next token, if you hold a certain amount of tequila, then you may have a chance to enter at the bottom with all of us. And we have a team together, which isn't going anywhere. So it's people that we trust.
Absolutely. You know, one of the biggest things that I found and sorry, I'm going to jump on with you here for your shill, is that there's a level of trust that a lot of people have lost in this industry. Especially when tokens launch and they launch on Pump Fund. This was launched on Pump Fund, believe it or not, but using our Shogun's platform, which gave you an opportunity to create what we call a fair sale, which means that everybody gets in at the same level. There's Crypto Chrissy, another big, awesome person over at Tequila. We appreciate you. There is a level of trust that you have when you know your bag's protected, right? Like nothing's perfect. Once it goes to Radium, if you start buying in and all these things, it's always a tough thing. You know, how far is it going to go? Do I buy the top? Do I sell wherever I sell and all that stuff? You never know what's going to happen. But one thing you always make for sure is that you can't be taken out by a rugger in this system. This anti-rug system that we created for Shogunx is what's powering this. The website is a Shogun brand thing. Everything that we're doing, we have the Shogun web forge that fired off the website. We have the Anvilbot that is market making the chart. We have the Tsunami bot, Shogun Tsunami bot, that'll be providing heavy volume for when we're up in the big dexes and those systems in there. We have the Shogunettes that launched the system, and we have the Shogun Gun Show promoting it here. So this is the first coin that we have soup to nuts. And speaking of nuts, we have Crypto Chrissy over there still as well. So I just wanted to give her a shout out again. But Chow, the idea of this is extremely awesome. It's not just about a single coin, though, is it?
No, we're an ecosystem. We're here to stay as long as everybody wants to play. We're here for you. We already have 8 coins set up to go. So we're not just doing this today. We might come out tomorrow and say, hey guys, Tuesday, another launch. Hey guys, Friday, another launch. Do you want to get involved? Right. So yeah, we're here for it. We just want to bring fun to the community again. Sick of these scammers.
We have heard so many good things about everything of all the community members that are in there. And being that we're sort of alongside, and we got Just a Lotto that we're dealing with, and Ghost and his community and that whole process, and they're drinking and having fun, karaoke, the ballers, all the great stuff that's there. And we have the Shogun reputation and what we're building and how we're building it. We're just so lucky to have all of you. You from Bonky, I know you had other coins and other things you've done, which is immensely awesome. Some talented builders in there as well. So I appreciate you being here today.
I need to give out a shout out to everybody. Chrissy, Shane, Coop, Kevin, Crypt, everybody. Thank you so much, everyone, for making this all happen. Absolutely.
There's so many great things that we have fired into. You're going to be here for the entire show. We're going to be talking about the, when it goes wrong, how do we handle that stuff? And maybe we could talk about some of our conversations last night. But you've impressed me with your positiveness and keeping things moving, right? Which is awesome. But we're going to get into it because we want to talk to you in the alpha portion, what's to come for this, because we have a lot of things that are firing off as well. All right, Mr. Quinton, who's the next person up?
Yes, sir. So we got a Shiller, which is going to today beat Speed. I'm going to bring him up.
Mr. Speed.
Good afternoon, Trader Max.
As always, that little Speed nugget, I swear to God, that little thing, I love him so much. He's all over the place. Every time I bring him up and I see him run on my screen, and then my little mouse turns into one, I'm like, no. I start playing with him. It's crazy. I'm such a 12-year-old. I can't help it.
That's the way. That's the only way joy and laughter comes out when the kid in us comes out.
Absolutely, right? Come on, let's have some fun. Speed, I'm glad you're here. Let us know what's going on and what the history of Speed is.
Yeah, thanks for having us on as usual, Shogun and Trader Max. So we are Speed, and we're on the Solana blockchain, and our X handle is @SpeedCTO. And I have to keep saying that because there are other coins which keep coming out also as Speed, right, on Solana, and then we kind of get mixed up all the time. So we are the Speed, the original Speed, and we are a 10-month-old CTO. And it's a 100% community-driven effort, totally organic. No one's paid to do anything, and the team works for free, and the team members just contribute both time and money to support the effort. And what makes Speed unique is that we are a pioneer in using motion and sound memes. So from the get-go, we decided to go beyond stills and GIFs, and went straight into using the original video, which is this dog running to its food bowl. And we green screened that and cut it out, and we superimpose it on all sorts of moving media, YouTube shorts. We have them on TikTok videos and a lot. And what it's given us is an infinitely memeable little doggy. And that was how we started off life. And as usual, I think, with so many coins coming out, we had to begin to differentiate ourselves. And that's when we started looking at the end of last year, when we were maybe about 7 months old, at adding a little bit of AI to him. And we used the Eliza OS platform to actually bring our dog alive. So what he does is we've coded him, and he's able to put posts out and to reply to posts and generally support us in our engagement and attention. And that's not the end, that's the start. We have plans for him to come on to the revamped website and to be able to engage one-on-one with people to actually achieve our mission, which is just to bring joy and laughter to TG. It really is as simple as that. So, in the 10 months, we've seen an all-time high of 25 million. We've had a couple of pumps to 7, and we're now sitting at just under 200,000. And we've survived quite a few retracements, but I'm glad to say that the core community not only has stuck around, but has grown each time. So that's where we're at now on speed. And as I keep saying every time I come on this show, every dog has his day, and this one never stops running, and the community never gives up. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
It's all about the working channel for me, right? And the amount of time. Even though we do have a progressive downtrend, it is still a value that the market's in a downtrend anyway. So, but the value of it adhering to the certain levels is always very important. But it's not really, when you got a community like yours, that it is about the lovable creature that you have and the thing that happens with it. It's really not so much about just the market value, right? It is your temperament of your community is. And we all know what community can do for a coin and for a network. It can make or break it, or make it stable, or make it unstable. But yours seems to be doing very well.
Thanks. It's not easy when we're 100% organic, and I need to have a separate chat on your Anvil bot, but that's a completely different story. And I've been doing a little bit of research, and it's time we had a chat.
Time to take it on.
Yeah, it's time to take that on, especially when you see charts like this and the volume particularly.
Well, see, in the particular case, and we could even probably talk about that in the network here, but there is in the world of volume, there's always a worry like, it doesn't have many wallets, and why is it all just coming from one wallet? And there's so much speculation. And what we see is volume is volume. All the DOs and DXs and SXs, they all know what the what volume bots look like and how they operate and what they're on. There's no trick in them. Volume is volume, but trading volume is better than bundled volume. That's what I signed. So our Anvil bot 2 was more of a network for people to go get a subscription for these bigger coins to come on board. But then we just remade it to where anybody can now use it at the lower levels. And it's going to be launching here. We're getting through I got through this launchpad system. What? Mm-hmm.
Boo wanted to say hi. Yeah.
What's up, Boo?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. Just
see if your heart thing works now.
Oh.
Let me see. Does it work?
You gotta do it straight.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. See,
it actually works, bro.
I turned it on this time. I turned it on.
You do it thumbs up. Thumbs up will do it.
What does it do? Thumbs up gives it? Okay.
Try it.
Why do you always lock him up in the bathroom?
Yeah, you're locking him in the bathroom for it. It's good to see you, Boo. Thanks a lot for being here today. Awesome,
nice to see you guys.
I was gonna say, was the name purposeful, as in Boo to Ghost?
Yeah, it was a joke because back in the day, we used to hate it when people were like, "Oh, this is my Boo." We'd be like, "That's so corny." Yeah. And then I was Ghost for a long time, obviously. So she's like, "I want to join you and be a part of the community. You're having too much fun without me." I was like, "All right, let's make you a handle." And I am Ghost AF, and it was like, I am Boo _AF. Let's run it.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it was definitely a play on the Ghost and the Boo for sure.
I love it, man. I love it. That kid picked it up. It's awesome. Well, Speed, thank you. We sort of, yeah, I know, right? We sort of hijacked that whole thing off of Speed, man. Thank you so much for being here today. Listen, the Anvil bot system is a very good network for everybody to be able to use now. Any coin from any market cap can use this thing, and it's very low amount. It's 0.5 transaction fees in there, and it's so low. It's not even funny that it's going to make you money. It's going to make a lot of stuff, but everybody's going to be able to use it. We're trying to scale it and get it all on to get it out to everybody, but it's just another awesome tool that we built through Shogun, and thanks to everybody here for that. But thanks, Speed, for being here today and sharing your time with us.
Thanks, Trader Max. Always a pleasure.
I was trying to stall again, and I'm glad Boo came out because we were trying to hit 1,000. We jumped like 40 people when she came out, so I don't know. We're at 990 right now. I'm going to take a quick screenshot of this, kind of show you the love there, because it is such a wonderful thing when you get to see these kind of numbers, even on a day that was tough. We got everybody in 306 with Shogun Crypto. Just a Lotto 448 taking on. I thought we were going to catch up. We ain't taking it. We ain't got it. There ain't no catching Lotto. There ain't none. It's just, you won the Lotto again.
Hey, you know what? It's all of our viewers. That's what's so beautiful about this community.
Man.
They
It's
literally
everybody.
come in and show love to
Everybody.
everyone, man. I love
Everybody. And I love that, because even if you got one person, we say this all the time, even if you just bring one person, that one person can be the person who changes your life. Any one of our lives can change. And again, remember, we started out with hardly any people, 350 people on this show. And we have now, we get in the thousands. Like we just broke 1,000. Congratulations, right? 1,000. I should get hand claps up here. I guess I know I hit the wrong button, but the concept here is like it 1/2 hour in, we're at 1,000 people. So we can probably break about 3K today. We usually break our highs on Saturday sometimes. So keep that in mind. If you are watching the show and you're part of the community over at Lotto or over at Peanuts community, you should be in our thing. If you're streaming, your community members should be in there saying hi in the comments. This is what breaks the algorithm, folks. You can't just be sitting in here going, okay, where's all the people? Lotto comes in every single. There's a reason why he's here a lot, because this guy comes in. There's transactional things that happen. People come from this show and go to his stuff. He's not just providing. He's here to get people as well. So you got to be here. You got to act up. You got to show up. That's what you need to do. Be here and get your people in there. Have them saying, if it's for peanut, for like, there's a couple peanut ones in there. There's a few others. There's tequila in there now, so get your communities in here. Even if you're down below, you're here to shill like Perby and everybody else. Get your community involved. Get them here supporting you, showing up on the screen, because the more this show, the more brands out there, the more people will get to your coin. In the description for this video, if you're watching after the fact, there'll be all the links to these wonderful, beautiful coins, so you can get that as well. And then afterwards, rate the shit out of the show over on YouTube. It's going to be on our what's it called as well, on our X account, and you'll have little timestamps. So go to your shill as well that Mr. Quinson's putting out. So this is content. Let's be real. You can take this down, download it, and use it for content. You're part of it. You're saying, look, we're on the Shogun show with all these people and everything else. So you use us. This is what we're here for. So, all right, Mr. Quinton, who is up next?
Yes, sir. So after that, it's gonna be Peanut.
Actually, we just talked about him. Now he's out of here.
Exactly. That's how it
Mr.
works.
Peanut.
What's up, guys? How are you doing?
We're doing very well.
Yeah,
Last
I
time
was,
we were here, we had
I was just wondering. I've been watching you guys a couple of times, and I'm just wondering why Ghost is just locked up in the bathroom all the time. Like, there has to be a reason for it.
Yeah.
He thinks it's my bathroom.
You think that's your bathroom?
I have a lovely fridge in my bathroom. Okay, I'll give you a little sneak peek in there. That's my toilet. Okay?
Well, you got it.
Around here.
Open it, grab the food, eat, let it go. It's like, yeah.
I flush. It's got an automatic seat warmer and everything. I just prefer to stand. It's too hot sometimes.
There you
That's a great bathroom, bro. He's actually the reason that I got to you, Max. I'll be going around a lot of spaces, and I think that's for now, with the market the way it is, the spaces are the place to really get some good connections, find the right people, and I believe, and I'm really happy to see, no matter how big or small the market cap, the communities are getting stronger, and I think different projects are finding each other more and more. And the collaborations are getting stronger, and
collabs, inceptions, all kinds of virility happening. It's people are people, and if you find things like, listen, the Lotto community and other communities that have that really tight atmosphere of people in it, and when you have that, and I gotta find it again for Shogun. We're all kind of real stoic, sitting back waiting for something, but we're in working. Like majority of my Shogun people are all out. They're getting all you beautiful people. They're doing their job. They're being a part of that. But we have to find other things. We're involved in all of you guys. So our community is you. And boy, I feel almost emotional saying that, because I just thought of that right now. We have our own community, but really we share so much in all of your beautiful communities. We are so blessed to be able to go into Ghost's community, and now with Chow and everybody else that we get into, we spend a lot of time in some big communities, spending and having that time. So thank you so much to all of you. President Peanut, why don't you tell us what Peanut is, and we get you started into your shield today.
What a lot of people don't know or realize is that we were created 16 days before the whole tragedy happened with Mark Longo and the squirrel taken away. It was actually created on the basis that a meme coin should be about. It was created as a celebration, like people coming together and celebrating the #1 TikTok squirrel. That's what it was originally based on, and that fact alone, I think, makes us so different from the PNUTs who are only created after the death of Peanut, and that's just the profit of the death. You know, I mean, and for us, it just made the story bigger, now I think we keep adding to the narrative. I don't think that there is a #1 squirrel really in between the Pepe, the Doges, the real big animals. There's not a #1 squirrel yet. So I think we can transition from being the #1 TikTok squirrel to being the #1 crypto squirrel. And how do we do that? I think a big part of it is our slogan is by the people and for the people. I think you've had Prove Mom Wrong on earlier this week.
Yeah.
And no matter how big or small the project is or the community, I go around a lot of telegrams and find good-hearted people who are really passionate about their project, and I try and lift them up. And I think that's living to our slogan. And actually, I'm talking to one of your good acquaintance I built with Stone, Jesse.
Oh yeah, we love that guy, man.
He's got a good heart, and
he's not even in our chain. You know, it's awesome because it's like, he was on the show a week ago, and then him and I, we boy, let me tell you, it's like a long lost brother. You know, right there.
Yeah, and that's and like I said before, I think that's changing in the crypto scene right now, and the communities are coming together. The projects are really going to collaborate more, and I think that's going to change the whole narrative of the bull run back to strong communities and real building projects. And we have so much going for us, but at the moment as well, we keep improving our Telegram, getting the AI bots, getting some games integrated in the Telegram. You know, it's fun every single day. I see Moonboy showing up. Well, Moonboy is working on something for us as well.
That's awesome.
So I can't be more bullish. No matter what the market is doing in the next, well, say 2, 3, 4 months, the bull run is coming. I mean, there's a big difference in the bull market, the fact that we're in it, and the bull run that's still to come.
Well, you can't have a bull run without some bullshit, right? And where shit go, it falls straight down. So I think we're just fine. The mentality of building in any run, whether it's a bull or a bear, is that there's going to be ups and downs in everything. We're going to be talking that in our show portion today. You know, when shit does fall and happen, what do we do, and how do we handle it? So it's pretty cool. But dude, I love the fact the whole tragedy with Peanut was really uncalled for. You know, the misappropriation of that timing was terrible. I wish it never happened. You know, but the fact that you have a homage to here, but this is something that is about the #1 internet squirrel. I hope something can come of all that, and we can learn some good, valuable lessons. And I'm glad you're bringing light to it as well.
Thank you, Max.
You're here as a sponsor or a panelist today, which I appreciate, you know, being a part of that, because we're going to talk to you about when things do happen, because that's 16 days that you were there prior to, and then when it happened, what did that look like for you? So I want to kind of talk about that and how do you handle that kind of stuff, which is always important to have. All right, Mr. Quinton. Thank you, Mr. Peanut, or President Peanut, for being here. I always hate calling people their coin name, you know, but it's like sometimes that has to happen. Who do we got next, Mr. Quinton?
All right, up next, I'm going to bring up Johnny Suede from Suede AI.
Oh, he's so patient down there. I forgot he was down there. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry. I didn't forget about you, but it's just I had you down and I had you up. We had you down.
No, all good. Good to be here. How you guys
Always,
doing?
you're always looking like you're in transition to be like jet set off. Like, hey man, as soon as I leave here, I'm on an airline plane over to like Cambodia or something, or you got to pick
Well,
some
that's
priceless jewels up in Russia or something. I don't know, man.
well, that's one of the good things of
Definitely
working.
headed to a PJ, 100%.
I love
Well, when
it.
you said transitioning at first, I got a little skeptical, but
Hey, whatever
I
you
like where it ended
identify
up.
as, whatever you identify as, I'm all good.
So appreciate you having me on. Sorry again that I gotta just chill and run, but
No worries, man.
yeah,
I got you.
just as far as recent developments, we hit an all-time high against Solana.
Nice.
So that's really encouraging. We had our market cap revised on CoinGecko and Forbes and all the big places because we have burnt coins. So we got rid of those because we were looking, at 25 million, very expensive compared to the amount of economic mass actually in the coin. So, early on we had burnt 53%. So we had that removed. So that's why the market cap does appear smaller. That's by intention, by design. So yeah, I mean, we're hitting on all cylinders. We've got this week, I think one of the biggest catalysts that we've had. Well, actually, two of them. We have a huge article coming out and a number of big publications that aren't even crypto related. And then also we're going to be starting to roll out our multi-chain compatibility, working with the best team and AI agency that most people are, I'm sure, are aware of. And we're going to have, liquidity locked on multiple chains, which is going to be, I think super bullish as far as the supply and just the access to users that are interested in EVM options as well as Solana. So a lot of things going on that are very exciting as far as tokenomics beyond just the product and building.
Yeah. I think when you're at the level of tech that you're at and the industry that you're in and the playover from music and artistry, you're just bound for great things, especially if you have like the mind that you have of always moving forward, building up, creating that value. You're thinking about the IP of all these beautiful people that are building stuff too. When you put yourself not first, I shouldn't say last, but you're not first, and you're thinking of others, you'll always be successful. There's no failure in your life. And I love this about this process that you have here, and I can resonate with it because I'm an artist and I love doing all things, and I use everything. Everything's an instrument now. Like everything could be an instrument for you for your success, right? And if AI is part of that, then you better believe I'm going to use it, right? Like there's some notes that I can't hit that I've trained a couple of AIs to do for stuff that I play on, to do background vocals for me. I love it, right? And I really got to dive into this with your AI system, and I've been very neglectful of doing that. And I should be beaten a little bit for that one, but I really do appreciate the level of intensity that this is, and I want to get involved in it, and I can't wait to share what I do with that as well.
Great. Well, there's no cost. It's just a little token gate of like $150 worth of Suede, so no cost involved. You can try it. If you love it, great. If not, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure there's going to be a case. So,
you haven't seen somebody not like it yet, so if you are, you're an idiot, and sorry. Go pound sand. Go have a good day. I love it, man. You're so late.
Yeah, I hope you like it, and if you have any questions, of course, we're always talking, so always, glad.
I love to see you here, and I know you're always in. You got to be coming in, so I want to make sure that I'm conscious of your time as well. But dude, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you.
I know you got some great stuff in the future coming, and when we got to sit together, kind of get like a music AI collab thing going on with real music, with not real music, but with other musicians and other artists in this process, and see what we can do, because I really do think like there's an overlay here that we can do in your world with AI and music and the creative side. And I think it could be its own genre, if you will, in this network now. So I can't wait that we can get that opportunity to share that with you.
Sounds great.
Cool. We look forward. And that's what this is too. A lot of people don't realize that, coming to these spaces and being a part of this may not just be for the people that are watching. And by the way, there's 1,302 of you little buggers out there watching right now, which we really appreciate. You're watching the show Shogun Gun Show, and you have all these great people, Johnny Suede from Suede AI, sharing his time, and you want to make sure that you're checking down below. Also in our X, there'll be links to everybody. Make sure that your community's out there putting those links in the X's that you got. If you're sharing your X, make sure that everybody's in there doing that, and you can come over to ours over at Shogun Crypto and share in there as well. Get your community in rating those as well, and I appreciate. We're going to be over rating your stuff later on today, John, and I appreciate your time today, buddy.
Thank you. Great for having me.
All right, man. Take care, man. All right, super easy, just like that. I love these shows when they go with off out of hitch. You know, there's always this, and again, here we go. I'm looking like a third grader in the show here. I got my lips perched. I'm like la la la. We got Ghost up in his bathroom. We got I Build with Stone and making comments. Shogun Crypto's 414. Ninja Cat 28, Trader Max 90. Well, that's a pretty big one. Trader Max's YouTube one speaking 98. Just a Lotto 563,621. I probably made a little fub on the number. I don't know. Maybe somewhere close to there. Who knows? Maybe 5. I don't know. Somewhere in there. No, I'm only kidding. This man works so hard. You know, the reason why most of you are successful in what you do is getting through what we call the shit, right? So we're going to be in the chill portion today talking about that shit. I know, right? What a topic to be talking about. But when it hits the fan, when it lays on the ground, when it drops out of your own pant leg, whatever, right? Whatever it is, shit's going to come. And how do you handle it? And what do you do? And it's not just keep positive and everything works forward. You got to have a very special mind, and sometimes a little bit too special, but hit too hard. But to kind of get through when everybody's in your ear and they're saying, you know, where is and when is, and, you know, everybody says that, right? Like when's Dex and when's this, and keeping it calm, cool, and collective and what you can depend upon, right? And that's always good too. So we're going to talk about some of that today. Mr. Quinton, of course, who's up next?
All right, let's check it out over here. So we just got done with Suede. Now we're going to go on to Lotto for a panelist today.
Is he here today? I think
maybe. I mean, he might be in his bathroom. We don't know.
He might be in the bathroom. He might be in the body.
I was taking a shit, man. He started talking about shit.
What happened to Boo? What happened to Boo? Where's Boo? Where's Boo?
I know everybody wants Boo. You know, it's I'm just here to, you know. Yeah, I'm front running Boo.
Yeah, you're You're eye candy. I get it, right? You're a Twizzler. I got it. You're the Twizzler. You know, she's the fun dip. That's easy.
So he has to control how much he shows her, because then the chart's going to go up too much, and it's going to go up,
right? It makes it very volatile.
Yeah, very, very volatile. It goes up, it goes down.
You know,
cigarette, it's all good, and it's fine. No,
if she's in the front too much, then as soon as she does have to leave, all of a sudden we're back to the shitter. You know what I mean?
Too much distraction. No. She's a powerful person. I appreciate who you guys are. All right, man. You know what? And again, you're beyond chill, dude. You know, I mean, everybody's starting to like you before you would come and be like, I always forget, like people. There's a lot of people who know who you are and know what you do and what you have. You know, I don't think this is even a standard chill today for you. I think it was a tough night with a lot of stuff you got going on and a lot of things happening. And why don't you give us something that's beyond what Lotto is for you? I mean, you talk about your community a lot, right? And you're a business person. You've owned businesses before. It's almost like a little mini AMA. Is that okay? Can I do that with you?
I love it. Okay, let's change it up. I love it.
Yeah. I think what I've learned from you is that positive reinforcement that you give a little, you get a little, you're always looking at the next thing. You know, you have a chess game involved in your strategy on how you build things. I could see that immediately. The act of the Lotto thing, right? Like when we're in the chill portion today, I want to talk about that. So I want to save that for you, the Lotto machine, you know, and dealing with that kind of holy. When it goes wrong, it's going wrong. Like we talked about Murphy's Law before, but today I've kind of, you know, in that I want to talk about that. But in your business, in your real life, do you mind sharing what you really do in real life? Like this isn't real fucking life. Do you mind sharing that? Is that okay?
I'd love to. Please. Absolutely.
Let people know who you are and what you do. Not physically who you are, but yeah. No,
I got you. I mean, listen, I've made mistakes in my life, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to. Made some choices that weren't the greatest of choices, kind of spur of the moment. Didn't have kids and a wife to really, you know, worry about. It was just me, myself, right? Typical story, you know, come from a broken home, one of 11 siblings, you know, a little wild of an upbringing, but always had my moms and always had my my stepfather, who was definitely the you get in what you put in. There's only one way to do things the right way. OCD to the fullest. You know, I'm a counter. I'm a numerical of OCD, so I count everything.
Yeah.
Always go with math. But I think what happened for me by making these mistakes, it kind of forced my hand to get a job that I never thought I'd ever get, which was in a call center, actually.
Okay.
I felt like there was no judgment. I can get on the phones and I can communicate with people, and offered a service, which was kind of cool back in the day. And I thought it was a stepping stone. You know, I was doing music for a long period of time. Got a chance to open up for Nas and Damian Marley, and
Oh, wow.
that was my dream. My dream was music, you know?
Yeah.
And as I got more acclimated in the music industry, and as I did more shows, like 3 to 5 a weekend in Hollywood, which is I'm not too far from, I just got burnt out and was just like, this isn't like a lifestyle you can live. When I picture me being like a young father and a you know, the family life. So
Yeah.
I got in the call center industry and I just started breaking records, daily records, weekly records, monthly records, and created my own department within the corporation. Even though it was
Wow.
never acknowledged as such, the company started breaking records, you know. There was 2 owners. One of the owners was like really good person. The other owner I didn't know too well. They had some issues in the back end. They wanted different cuts and all that fun stuff. And eventually those 2 partners split up and the marketing was gone. I couldn't get a
Boy.
hold of people. It was just a rough spot. Long story short, I moved on. About 3 years went by where the non-competition agreement was over, and this company opened up of the owner that I loved and adored, that had left. And he called me. He's like, you know, would you ever do this, you know, the call center gig again? And I was like, no. And he
Yeah.
was like, just check
The
it
pit.
out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, fuck no. But I did. I checked it out. At the time, I had my own business. I was selling like audio and mechanical equipment. You know, making decent money, but no boss around me to breathe down my neck. No
Yeah.
nothing. I had 4 employees. But I said, you know what? I'll check it out, and I did. I jumped in. They had no sales for the first month. It was February of 2012, February 1st of 2012, and I closed their first deal.
Oh,
And
wow.
then I started writing the scripts, and then I started training, and then I started closing, and I basically moved my way up to, you know, GM and then regional manager, and I felt like I was always like limited, you know. So I went to the owners every time I would break records, like monthly records, annual records, and I'd be like, look, I want a raise. And they're like, how many times are you gonna ask me for a raise? I said, listen, I'm only asking for more money when I've displayed what we've done.
Yeah.
And so they said, but when is that going to end? I said, bro, that's the problem. If that ends, you need to fire me, because that means I've obviously gotten complacent.
Yeah.
And that was a moment there they kind of understood I need to be, you know, regarded as such.
Yeah.
So I wanted to become a partner. In 2017, I opened my own corporation. And you know how like Bar Rescue, remember that show,
Yeah.
Bar Rescue?
Yeah.
It's kind of like call center rescue, I guess.
Oh, that's cool. I like that
Right?
idea. Yeah.
Right. So people that have call centers, just being in the industry for as long as I've been in there, they would always call me anyway to kind of pick my brain. And sometimes I'd do like a little motivational pep talk for some of the call centers. Before you knew it, I was traveling to, like, you know, Jersey, Orange County, Tijuana. I had a call center in Tijuana with like 150 reps. We had our main office out here with like 100 reps. And basically I was developing blueprints. It didn't matter what the
Nice.
product or service was.
Right.
If they had a call center and they needed some assistance and they'd get my contact info, no marketing, just organically through the chain of people that I knew, I would go there and I would write their scripts, their payment structure. With their scripts, I would, you know, put together things that I know what kind of objections they'd run into,
Sure.
write them a whole list of rebuttals. I'd look at their personnel and basically just give them the strategic blueprint on how they can succeed in their particular industry. And that took me getting on the phones and figuring out what kind of things they run into. And essentially I became like, I guess, the guru for the blueprint. I had 48 agencies that hired me. And I went in there like, I don't want any money. I want percentage of growth. And I was,
Yeah. Smart.
that was intriguing to them because they knew it
Mhm.
wasn't like me fluffing them and I'm gonna promise the world and get a lot
Yeah.
of resources and then nothing happens from it. So,
Yeah.
I just had at that point start staying on top of them to ensure that if they're slow and I'm not seeing too much revenue coming in, that maybe they need some help, and I go to the offices and again just kind of regroup. And so that was my bread and butter. The pandemic came in, and everybody broke records because everybody was home, so everybody
Yeah.
was answering the phone and there were stimulus
Yeah.
checks and all this craziness. But at one point it just completely started slowing down, so I actually kept two branches of my own. Still to this day run them both. um, and essentially it's the call center industry. I mean, we
That's
offer
cool.
a service. There's no charge for our service, and I won't get into the details of what it is, obviously,
Of course.
because it's a very tight knit industry.
Oh, anytime you need a call center, it's got to be tight knit because
It is.
that's a,
I mean,
very unique niche of a
There's
process.
competition, of course. I think the
Mhm.
difference between us is the marketing strategies that we
Mhm.
use. We don't cold call. We're calling individuals that are requesting our information, which is
Warmer
cool.
hot leads. Yeah. That's
Yeah, which
awesome.
is cool. But I think the reason I've been successful in the industry is because I've always been the type of person that finds out what wouldn't work, what could go wrong.
And this
And
is
if you
why
can,
I'm having a conversation with you like this today. There's a method to the madness. So I just wanted you to know that. So please continue. I
yeah,
apologize.
no. Yes, that's exactly it, right? It's I'm not, I don't like the word devil's advocate, but I just don't like the word devil in it. But
Mhm.
I always play devil's advocate of everything. It's kind of annoying, to be honest with you. There's a lot of people I love dearly that are like, I'm just trying to vent. I'm like, I know, but
Fix it. Fix it.
yeah,
Because
I
my ears try to fix it. As soon as you vent, I fix it. That's what I am.
it's the hardest thing. I was talking to the godfather of my
Mark
kids
knows. Mark
yesterday.
knows. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet, dude. I was talking to the godfather of my kid yesterday, and I'm like, listen, problem solver.
Mhm.
I don't like get too consumed with the problem. I just like lay it out. What's the problem? What are you running into? Okay, this is how we
Yeah.
can do it. This is how we can do it, right? So I think that's what made me really good at what I did is I was always focused on what is the worst case scenario? What would cause this to not work? And then I would combat it ahead of time. And because my numbers are wild in this brain of mine,
Mhm.
I was always able to figure out the cost of acquisition, like from a marketing standpoint, from the
That's
personnel
smart.
standpoint, each representative, what they're costing me, is it valuable to me or not? And how do I work with them to get them up to a level that makes sense? Because I want them to keep their job. I don't want them feeling pressure of being
Yeah.
terminated. And I can say right now, I have one employee. I have two new employees, but other than those two new employees, everyone's been here from 7 years to 17 years working with me.
Oh my God, dude.
I have been called the best boss of life so many times that I believe it. You know what I mean? I've just been I'm a people person, man. I like to get to know people on an individual basis, right? I think
Mhm.
that's what happens with the community. You see that you guys say our community's
Yes.
crazy. Individually, I have bonds and relationships with every one of them, whether it's
Yeah.
DMs, phone calls, 24/7, I'm doing that with them. And it's not like I'm attempting to do that. It's just naturally I'm empathetic.
Yeah.
So when people tell me that they're going through something or I'm like, give me the good news too when it comes,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
try and
Yeah.
walk them through the information necessary. But again, even in the call center industry, I had a secret handshake with 100 people. And they're like, how do you
How do
remember
you
that?
remember
I'm
all
like,
of them? Right. Yeah. You're one of those
I
people.
walk up, dude, and it's just like,
Sorry, I get it.
I just know what I'm doing. I don't know how
I'd
do
be
it.
lost. I'd poke myself in the eye. It'd be done.
I swear to God, people would look at me when they were new and they'd be like,
Right.
and I'm like, what's up? What's up? And like, you just did like 30 handshakes in a row and they were all different. How? I'm like, I see the person and my hands just start moving. I don't know,
Compartmentalization.
But yeah, I
Well,
just, you learn people and you want to help people. And I think
Yeah.
that all of us need to fix perception at times. I think sometimes we get a little stuck in our own way. I think it's a you versus you battle all around the
Yeah.
board. So just
Well,
getting close to people,
a good thing why I was bringing this up today is because, and I want other people to realize that if you don't own a business, if you haven't gone through that process, this doesn't mean you can't do this, right? You can do this because it really is that you have to have real conversation with yourself. As a business owner, you're always on the fly. There's nothing that's going to be perfect. Like you got to know how to sort of travel through some of this, but you have a business sense about you. And that's why I wanted to bring this out there to let people know, like, the reason why you have what you have is because you've done it for yourself. You've done it time and time again. You know, why is your stuff successful? Well, because this is how you work every day. This is who you are. You know, you can't come in and expect reward without putting the time in, right? You got to put the time in, you got to get it in there. But as a business owner, you're always looking at what the bottom line is, you know, what's coming in. When the toilet breaks, what do you do? Problems aren't meant to be emotional. Problems are meant to be of movement. They're just a part. Like, let me give you a big problem. Take a big deep breath and hold it. You have a problem. You got to get rid of that shit. So you'll let it go, right? You got to get it out of your body, right? And like, I learned this, I teach this in Qigong, right? You know, energy has to come in, but it can't lay stagnant. You got to have something come in, it has to be flowing, it has to be deliverable, and then it has to be let go. And that's what we got to do with problems as well. And I wanted to let people know why I said this to you, because you said some things to me before when you were talking about your call centers. I know that industry pretty well because I've been around a while for many, many things. I've run into hundreds of call centers. And when you were telling me about, you know, building these things and fixing them, that means that you got to go in with the mindset that's just broken. I'm in here to fix something. You're already at that point. The world of crypto is broken. It's always going to be broken until we fix it, right? Your community is affixed to that, right? Because this industry is broken with that, you know. So when you find that, so this little segment went on a little longer than normal, but I'm going to apologize, but it was needed to be said.
No, I agree, dude. I think that's what I was really kind of heading towards, right? So I looked at the crypto space and saw that, okay, NFTs are cool, but how can you make them a utility? Okay, you know, getting calls are awesome. You get volume, but how do you keep that consistency? I think it's better with no calls. So a lot of the things we did are different than the traditional route, and it's going to take a longer time to kind of produce the massive results you want. But I think also communicating that message with your employees, or in this case, with the actual community, you need to let them know, don't have high expectations of a massive, you know, pop while you're sleeping and you wake up and you hit the lotto. This is going to be a long-term play, you know? And I think
it's got to be.
Yeah, when you're in that mind state, I don't get bombarded with when this, when that, when this, because I'm communicating every day.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah.
Like, I think for us, I know that we have made a difference. Well, we already know we've made a difference in this industry just because how we do the show and how we do our bots and how we do our stuff. But I got into making Shogun so the deck screener thing could go away. Not go away, but not be wins decks. I want to hear wins Shogun next, right? That's the big thing. You know, Shogun is a swap system for coins that when they go through our system, that they can go in and they can make 20% of every swap that comes over for them. To go back into their marketing wallet and go back into their coin and fuel their coin. You don't get that from Deck Screener. In fact, you get a higher and higher price every day on other things. It's been $2.99 for about 7 months, which is okay for the Deck Screener system. But all the other stuff, the boosts, all those things, they raise so much money. It's not even funny. And they don't really give back so much. And the site really hasn't improved much over the last several months. So, you know, I've always made that assumption that it's time to fix stuff. But thank you very much for sharing your world with us and letting us know who you are. Because when we know that, you know, people can't just look at you and go, oh yeah, he's very charismatic. Yeah, anybody can, nobody can do what he does. They can if they have your mentality, and you can have you sharing that with them. It was a big part of that today. So thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Mr. Quinton, it's time for another Sheeler.
Well, so unfortunately, the one that we had lined up was Purby.
And he had to leave?
Yes, he had a family issue, so he had to leave. So
what about Catbat?
Catbat is the next panelist that is up.
Oh, the next panelist is up. Okay.
So here's the thing. Do you want to do something for Shogun, or do you have anything you want to do, or you just want to bring Cat back up?
Let's bring Catbat up because he's probably been waiting for a while.
Fantastic.
And then I'll do Shogun second to last, and then Mr. Mark can go Ninja Cat.
Perfect.
Now, I don't want no Catbat Ninja Cat fight up here. I'm separate. I'm putting Ghost in the middle.
No cat fights.
no Catbat Ninja Cat. That sounds like it could be a song. Get Magic AI, Suede AI back up. We're gonna make a Catbat Ninja Cat song now. Let's go. What's up, Catbat?
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for the opportunity. Last time I was on the show, I had a wild introduction with the music and everything, with the Batman music. But this time I'm just gonna talk because last time we had like market cap 200K. So right now our ATH is 5 million.
What? Wait, no, you did
and
not have a 200K last time. Don't make me go
yeah,
look
yeah,
you
I
up.
think
Oh no, I faded Catbat. No, wait, did I? No, I did. Son of a bitch. Son of a
so.
bitch. I'm gonna pull it up here.
So basically, we released our first tool where called claimmycatbet.com, where people
Mm-hmm.
can convert rock, dust, useless coins into catbet, and we already you could go to I just put this up like
It
I
looks
just
like
put this up
Scatbat.
so you can
I love
click.
it. I love it.
And so there is like a claim iCatbet, the .com that what we kind of
I
built
bet.
the tool, the first tool where people can convert the rock dust to useless coins, and basically we already kind of reclaimed in total for users around 1 million tokens.
Jeez.
Uh, and the way this tools works is basically we burn close accounts and we then convert to the catbet, and we are verified by Blowfish because this is the decentralized app,
Yeah.
and the Blowfish was recently bought by Phantom, so we can say that
Mm-hmm.
we're verified
Phantom
by
does do it, yeah.
Blowfish and Phantom. So that's the first tool that we are released. We are like exposed almost like 80 scams on our X account.
Cool.
We released also white paper with all our roadmap and future goals and what we're trying to build. Just to like we've been talking previously about making this place safe, and that's what we are trying to do. We've been almost for 4 months, and our kind of mission and vision is that we fight the scams and the rug pulls by exposing them and building awesome tools. So
Can I want to give you something here too, because the Shogunx, the launchpad.shogunx.com or .io is all about preventing rugs from happening on Pump Fund. It's like being able to go out there into that world, use the Pump Fund contract, but have a fair sale system. I would love to invite you on to be like, come over and have a look and verify, make sure we are also verified by Blowfish and everything on there. We got some great vouchers from some pretty big giant coins and networks out there. I would love to have you there, and maybe every once in a while throw some scenes up there of Catbat into the processes, you know, supporting coins and supporting people in there. I love the whole thing of it. It's awesome.
Sure, let's do it, for sure. Thank you. And at the moment we are raising the funds from the community because we have a deal with the Bitmart. So we need to raise the funds till 27th of February. So we just started off today, and we need to raise like around 30K because that's the deal. And we are gonna try any possible way to do that. So like ethical way, right?
I hope so, because if not, then you got to go fight yourself. I mean,
as a dev, like last time I said, I locked up my full supply on Jupyter. We also have like a multi-sig treasury that I've created with the people from the community. We've built up the team again from the community. I have many calls and everything. So there is like a lot of people right now. We have around like 14 members, team members. So they're working on many things behind the scenes. We also have in a team like a team member who is also like blockchain developer, and me as a web developer. So right now we have more resources to build stuff. I mean, it's as last time I said, it's a slow cook. So I've been buying Catbet $1 37 days ago. So it when it was all-time high, it got to $600, and I only spent like $37. So I'm just keep buying, and that's it. And we're posting on all social platforms. So we are using a social media tool that able us to post like on TikTok, on Threads. Like we have, I think, 6 TikTok accounts, and they're like on different topic, like a $1 challenge, then main TikTok account. Then we have also TikTok account on burning. So like we burned almost like 70 million tokens because we are moonshot bonded on, and we are on Meteora. So half of them burned and half of them are airdrop to top 50 holders. And then we just keep building. We have a lot of amazing plans, as everyone is saying, but everything is stated in a white paper. So the white paper is not just like a hype up. It's basically how we see the future and how we want to accomplish all of these things that we stated there. So yeah,
that's good. Well, we appreciate you being here today as a panelist, and we're going to get into the chill portion up here. And I think that's it, Mr. Quinton, right? The last person, except for myself and Mark.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. We're sitting at 1,599, 1,600 question mark? Puzzle? 1601 just jumped it right to it. I mean, didn't even get a chance to. Let me just bring this up here. This first time I did put my face down there below. Come on. There you go. 502 for Shogun Crypto. Peanut 218, just a lot of 700. Lots of everybody in between 9, 30, and 10. Awesome jobs. Everybody bringing their teams. Lots of people still in the network talking, getting the comments up. Awesome. Perfect. Today I'm going to take just a real quick moment to show Shogun's network, and I'm going to run through it so fast it's not even funny, because there's so many things that are happening in our world. And lots of good things. Everything's in the positive. Everything is moving forward. Let me pop it up here on the screen. Shogun Crypto, boom, right over to here. Try to put my face up on my big old face up here. Dink, and go, and boom. What can I say? Just like Ghost, I'm a businessman, and I look at all different types of things. I've built 5 multi-million-dollar organizations in my lifetime. I'm so blessed, so utterly blessed in this world. But when I came into this industry, we knew that we had to make a change. And doing that, you got to build, you got to structure, you got to sometimes think ahead. You got to take risk. There's a lot of stuff that we have done. We tested a lot of things. Things work, things don't work. But we found out one thing is for sure. Our Web4 system is very powerful. All the websites you've seen, even Tequila's, Dad's, Tired Dad's, there's a lot of sites that we've already built out there for some very big coins and some very big networks out there. Our Anvil bot is still the same version that it is in. It's been for about a month and a half. We just starting to release this weekend and probably into next week. We'll talk about that now for just a little bit. But for this one, it was amazing that we've made this transactional now with no upfront fees, and you just put money in a wallet. We got to make sure we get Tiggy over from your group there to get into that new test. We've made this Shogun Tsunami is a traditional volume bot, but it is a powerful little network to be over there because it uses all the traditional stuff out there with not the traditional way of using it. We've created the bundle, we created the system, but we give you keys to your wallet. You get to choose the time period, which is really super powerful. And it's very low cost. 1.3 SOL will equal about 50K, and then you'll have about 0.3 SOL left over at the end that you can pull out or put in for the next one, and just keep doing it over and over and over again for when you're trying to get to the on the DEXs and try to get all that, and you need all that wonderful stuff. But we built the community. We built multiple coins. Speaking of which, we launched a couple coins this week on our Launchpad system, a fair sale network for Pump Fund. Why is that so powerful? Well, because Pump Fund's a bit of a piece of crap out there with all the PvP that you got to do, and it just lets it keep on happening. So I don't know if I have the right one up here. I do apologize if it's not. Yep, there's one of them, our Shogun and our Tequila coin. We did also fire off Iron Doze, but I'm not involved in that one directly in the creation of it. But with Tequila, it fired off this morning at 11 o'clock. It's jumped in. It's got a great, powerful little community. It's community-based coin, so we're not worried about it hitting millions today. It's just in the structure. We're doing very well. Chow was talking about it earlier. It didn't go off without a hitch. There was a lot of little tiny bugs and hitches that we got onto, which we'll also talk about in our chill portion. But we got into that network very quickly yesterday. Got everybody on, got everybody their claim. Very smooth transitions now that we're starting to get that on board. Now, we also have, which is coming, we talked about this, is the Shogunix network. Let me see if I can pop it up. Still in production. We're still putting some of the key components in here that you'll be able to come on, and it's a swap system in here as well. Every coin that comes through that will be put onto here. So basically our network is all about making, of course, we have our gun show, which you're all a part of, but you can become a sponsor, a panelist, or a shiller. We're also making games. We're teaming up with a lot of game network contributors as well. We have Congress. We have a whole bunch of other people that are on board. Retirement Coin, there's a lot of people in there. And we're making these games and these systems for just about every type of community that's out there. We have a good game dev network. You know, we made one in a game jam. It was fun. But I'm going to talk to you roughly here about the Shogun world is not just about creating this great, wonderful programs and everything that's out there, but it's always about contributing back. Everything that we make through Shogun, from when you're a sponsor, 25 goes back to the sponsor to put into our portfolio. And also anything that we make from the bots, 25% goes back into the coin itself for Shogun and Shogun in there. And why is that important? Well, because some people are like, oh, it's not about the coin. For us, it is, but not directly going in and buying every day and pushing to buy. It's our system will do it for us. And that's launching here on March 1st, that all the proceeds of everything that we're making will be going into there every day from that point, firing off the Anvil bot. That 25% will go in every day. And the Anvil bot can make quite a bit of money doing this process, but also help a lot of coins in the interim. So that's my shill. I appreciate you all very much. Mr. Mark, you are here for the Ninja Cat. You're a sponsor. And I know that you have a lot of background with it. You're the tech guy. You built the website. You've done a lot of that stuff. What do you have to what do you want to talk about today? Because you were here before and we kind of talked about the coin and some of the networking stuff. What do you feel like you want to talk about today?
I'd like to just start back over with who we are exactly. You know,
Okay.
we're a CTO on Solana. We picked up the CTO, I want to say it was September the 19th, around in there. As you've noticed, the website's been updated since we were
Yeah,
last week.
I was just gonna say it looks nice. It looks awesome.
Yeah, we added a comic series. It's something that the community has developed. We released a full 15 episode series.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
the Lincoln's broke. I'm sorry about that, but it's
That's all right. Sure.
I was planning on being here early enough to fix that link, but I'll have it up after the show.
That's okay. Well, you can always have you back. That's always as a Shiller as well.
There you go. So we we just have a really super active community. We have a real solid team that works together behind the scenes. We are currently we have planned out our marketing that will be starting really soon. It's fully funded. We're going to, not your traditional marketing. No, we're not going to be using Kohl's. We're going to be doing a little bit different than what, traditionally you see in the crypto space. We're really excited about that. Not really sure what to share with you over last week, other than we've been working on developing our communications, our website, our all of our channels. We've gotten everything indexed with Google. We have Google Ads built that's going to be starting. We have
That's awesome.
a deal.
I'd really like to know about that once it goes live and how well it works and some of the analytics that comes from that, because there's a lot of people out there that would love to know more about the. I used to deal with a lot with analytics and Google Spaces and Google AdSense and putting ads out everywhere, and I didn't know if it would work for crypto. So I would love to hear about that when it comes out.
Yeah, well, I have a real estate company and a construction real estate development company, and I'm bringing some of that, some of the stuff that I do with those companies, to the crypto space. And we're gonna, this marketing kicks off. We're gonna see how it does, and absolutely, I'll keep you up to date on it.
Okay, please. Yeah, thank you.
We have a deal with CoinZillo as well that's been built, that's gonna actually run concurrently with the Google Ads. And we've also developed several partnerships, and I've talked to you about that, I think, before, but I want to say it for the audience again. Is we have a partnership with BonkBot, where when you buy the Ninja Cat coin through BonkBot, percentage of the profits go back into buying the coin and burning.
That's awesome.
We have a partnership with Changely, and we released that bot on the show last week. It's it's been wild, it's been accepted by the community. We have it linked in our Telegram chat, and it's basically what it does is you can swap your Bitcoin, Ethereum, anything really Sol, XRP. You can swap it into Sol so that you can buy a Ninja Cap.
That's cool.
It's something that I've ran before in a different project, but it was successful then, and it's just another revenue stream for the project. All the money goes back into buying the coin, and we also have a partnership with RoboSnap that will it's really around their launch, but they have launched, they're launching a trading bot. They also have a community bot similar to all the other tap coins that you probably, the tap games that you've seen. It's something similar to that, but it's a first person shooter game.
Right.
To generate community, and we're involved in that. And that's exciting. And we have some other partnerships we developed with Prevail Token, which they're running some commercials now that we're a part of. So it's been really exciting. I've built some successful companies, and I'm kind of trying to bring some of that over to the crypto space. And it's some of it, it works really well. Yeah, some of it works really well, and some of it's not as accepted as the real word. We're behind these PFPs, and I really
in most cases we are.
Most cases we are, yeah. And I decided, to come out with my, I decided to dox myself, you could say, in the space, with your show. That was the first time I was on camera last week. And
oh, wow. Cool.
This is the second time I've been on camera, and that's okay. I don't, I'm older. I've been around the block, and many other, different companies that I've been very successful in. I really like the crypto space. It's just something that I find challenging. And I want to, give it a good run. I've kind of taken a break from some of the other stuff that I've done in real life, and I'm putting more time into crypto. I'm pretty much full time. I would say I probably spend 80% of my time in crypto and 20% on the other stuff that I've been doing. But I've just gotten to the point in my life where I'm ready, for a new challenge.
Well, this is it. This is the big challenge. It's like being able to merge the two worlds and bring the experience and make everything happen. Thank you, Mark, for being here and sharing your time with us in the sponsorship position. I think that's about it on the regular Shill portion of the show. In today's chill portion, I don't know if we got a banner up because it was just I don't know, poop, shit, whatever you want to call it, poop, shit. It all stinks. Maybe poop, shit, it all stinks. I think that's the kind of, I don't know, maybe that's it. Who knows? When shit goes wrong, it's going to go wrong. And the mentality for all of us here in this little chill portion is, following a plan. And we've heard this before when we're talking about Murphy's Law in that process. But is it important on what you say, not just what you say, but how you say it, having empathy rather than sympathy, all those kind of great things that you could say. But man, tell us, and everybody just in like, I don't know, maybe 2-3 minutes or 2 minutes or what have you, tell us of a story, okay, on something that happened that was like, and you work through it. And yes, it was tough, but you came out on the other side, it was done, but you're still like, did you learn something? Did you have, tell us that story, that the first time you got something big that hit you and you just worked through it and you made it happen and it just came out to be. And let's start with Mr. Peanut here in that process. If you're here.
I'm still here, my friend. I'm still here.
So, and I'm going to try to change this a little bit. Let me see if I can edit it. I can't edit it, but that's all right. But let me put that up there. Poop, shit, it all stinks. Tell us your story of what's happened in your life that if anybody here says, no, nothing's ever happened to me and everything's been great, I'm going to remove you from the show. But
I don't even have to go back. I don't even have to go back that long, to be honest.
About 8 minutes ago, I had a big turd, and then it's all good. You ain't got to go back that long. We're not talking about Ghost's bathroom or his kitchen bathroom. We're talking
20
about
minutes ago. I misjudged Ghost his kitchen for his bathroom.
Yeah. So tell us something that you experienced in this world of crypto that just like when, and I'm not talking about just even a rug story, but something that it happened to you or the network or something that you got through and you came out on the other side?
Man,
My dog said so too.
yeah, I was thinking of something in real life, and that was just a couple of days ago. I put a lot of time and effort in Peanut, and I do it with great pleasure, because I know a good lead follow your community will follow a good lead, and they will do just as much, maybe twice as much. 2 days ago, I arrived at I am a builder. I am a self-employed builder, and I get to my job in the morning, and I see that someone else had opened the door for me, so to say, at night.
Oh,
So,
at night.
yeah,
and help
so
themselves to all your creative
yes,
ingenious.
they were friendly enough to take my tools away.
Okay, and go use them for their own tools or hawk them at the
yes
to give the pawn
I guess
shop
they
some
needed
content.
them.
Yeah,
I guess
I
they
like the way
needed
you put
them
that. Yeah, I've been
So,
there.
But I think that can relate to crypto. Sometimes the tools you need to build can be taken away from you, whether it's money, whether it's people dropping out. You know, in a bad market, there's always less people available for you to really rely on. And I think the most important thing, if you have your main tools available for you throughout the deep and the high, then you know what you can rely on. And that's the biggest thing for a lot of projects. Everybody will go through a bad KOL or whatever. Everybody goes through it, but it's what you get on the other side of it, what you still keep. That's the most important. And I've still got my hands. I can buy new tools and I can still do my job. And it's the same with crypto. If you can keep the most important tools with you, you will get a new community. Like every crash, like from 40 million to 300K where we are at, we've lost a lot of people. But in the bull run to come, we will gain a new community. And I think that's for every project. Like it can be looking very bad at sometimes, but you will get new people. You will get new passion from people that are really backing you up. So that, yeah, for me, that's a big lesson that goes in real life, but also in crypto.
So find other ways to use the tools around you, even if they get taken away from you, which is cool. I appreciate that.
Find them, find the most reliable ones and build strongly with them.
The tools being your people around you. That's awesome. Appreciate
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Now, Chow, you and we went through some shit last night. I don't know if you're still here. I hope you.
That's exactly what I want to talk about.
You don't have to talk about that one. We can talk about something else, but
oh hell no, it's fun.
Yeah, because and how do you handle like in those kind of things? I know it's frustrating because you're very restricted. These things come out of nowhere. You don't know what's working or not working. How did you? And again, I was there for most of that. But what do you do when the shit hits the fan? Tell us the story of what hits the fan and how you get through it.
Honestly, I just breathe really heavy. Like seriously, I just take a breath, take a moment, and try not to punch something, I guess, maybe. I think if you weren't there last night, Max, walking me through this whole process, I probably would have just thrown this computer and been like, I don't know what to do, to be quite honest. But so thank you for walking me through that. But I don't know, you just have to breathe. You just have to take a moment, step back, and try to figure out how to go forward.
I think the toughest part for when you go through the shit is not letting all the other little parts of it mess with you, right? Like you really, like last night, we knew it was your computer. We didn't need to keep saying it, but we knew that it was that process. We needed to make sure troubleshooting, figuring stuff out. These are all things that happen to everybody. We just got to kind of look past that. And having not tunnel vision on the actual problem itself, but looking past it and different, finding safe zones to get into. I think your safe zone last night was that you go through a lot, and your passion for what you have is what's going to save you in everything that's going on right now with the coin and everything else that's happening. and everybody has their preconceived notions on, oh, this is happening, so why is this happening? Why did that happen? And they want to blame everything. But, just stay true to who you are. Chow, you are a beautiful soul. You got a lot of great stuff that you provide, and just stay with that. I mean, if that's the biggest advice that I can give you when shit does hit the fan, just stay with who you are. Be real.
Well,
and
thank
you did just that.
Yeah, I think being real is, that's what life is. You got to be real. You get fucking punched down. You get back up. But as far as tequila goes, I mean, we've handpicked this whole team that's on the bottom. So we know we're not going anywhere. We know we got like an all-star team. I mean, Ghost, I'm excited to fucking do some karaoke and poker and win a lotto. I'm excited for this. Like, we got so many good, amazing people attached to this project and this ecosystem. You're going to be dumb if you don't fucking buy. That's all I got to say.
Let me give you some real life love here, right? A friend of mine, we talk every once in a while. And it's not really even a friend, but him and Gary V were best friends for a long time. And I kind of met Gary Vaynerchuk a long time ago. But we were out there talking, and it's like, building a brand is very powerful. So like the tequila brand, there is no tequila brand like it says out there, right? And so rebranding tequila in any fashion can be done easily enough, right? But this is just one. Imagine being able to rebrand in real life your coin in a liquor, right? It's a possibility. It's easy to actually physically do. You just have to make the deals and the relationships to do that. And that's going to be fun for us because, you could take the shit and turn it into something because somebody shits somebody else's fertilizer, right? So it's something that, we can take this, everybody that we have over there. You can look at the chart right now and go, oh man, this is all down right now. No, it's not. It's just, we knew that it was going to burn out. All of us people that were handpicked in there from myself, look who you handpicked. Ghost, how powerful is he? How powerful am I? How powerful? You got my son involved, right? How powerful is he with the building side of it? How powerful is Chrissy with her building mentality? You're not stupid. You brought us on for a reason. You made us fall in love with you to build this thing, and it's just going to go through the roof. So keep your head up.
I wanna say something actually, because I got, rumor has it, I have the most diamond hands in the world. It might just be a rumor, who knows? Because I've actually never sold a token of Lotto nor tequila. And I'm not here to brag and boast about my diamond hands, but no, as far as the ideas right behind it all, I'm in LA, so I have a lot of friends in the restaurant industries and getting drink specials and paying for discounts if you use tequila. Those are things that you can also kind of, again, evolve it into the real life utility form of it all. So I'm definitely excited to see where you guys take this shit, and very honored and happy that you guys hit me up because it looks like it's going to be a good time for a long time.
Yeah,
I like it. Fun time.
It's going to be a fun time. Because listen, you got music, you got the bar atmosphere, you got a lot. And this is just turned into another tequila shill, so I do apologize to Cat Bat and Peanut and Mark, but there's a lot of stuff.
No worries, we're listening. Yeah.
There's a lot of transitions that we can kind of get into, and I appreciate you both, Ghost and Chow. But thank you for sharing. Cat Bat, I love the mentality of what you have. What do you have? The bat's got to be out there doing something. He's got to come up with some cat shit every once in a while, or bat shit. What does the cat bat shit? Is it cat bat shit, or is it what is it? Sorry.
You mean like
you need some lore? I need some cat bat shit lore. I mean, come on, let's go. What happens in your world when stuff goes wrong? What happens in your world? Like the Joker got out of prison.
I mean, in terms of like stories, I had like a wild stories because we expose like scammers and everything. Like one of those stories that like our group was gone 2 times because my phone number was banned 2 times. Because I think when we expose those scammers and we write those long form posts, I think we triggered something in their brain, so they start like to report my account on Telegram, and then the groups were gone. But when you build something where you have clear vision and a mission, and you understand that the power is in the people, right? Because the number one is always the people. because none of our projects would exist if there was like no people, right? Even if,
Yeah, sure.
let's say we have, I don't know, crazy bananas money, the people can be bought, right? Those connections that we are building in our communities, and right now we are building on Shogun podcast, it's really, really amazing. And in overall, I think that when you create like a project, as I before never created a meme coin project, and I'm not long enough in crypto itself. I just been rocked 9 times. So
Wow.
I thought with my brother, like he created this cat bet, and I thought this could be actually really interesting because I just want to like to build like an honest project with all steps transparent. And as I said before, that's why I locked my full supply, so I can't like sell or anything. And it kind of lays down the foundation where like when people come into your project and they just feel welcome, because any questions that people ask about the project, about like me as a dev, they can be answered like 101%. And as I said, like it's always how to say, from the side view, to create to create any of those projects that we have today, it's seems like easy, but when you start your own project, it's it's like a learning experience, right? You you need to change your routines. You need to like be present and have like a calm mind, and control your emotions, because it's a mental game, right? There is some people that are crazy. There is some people that are nice, and you need to be like a water, my friend, right? You need to
Yeah,
fluid, right? You cannot be just static and all like say some things over the time.
yeah.
You need to listen. You need to understand what other people are saying, and be always. I think that be always like keep integrity and be always polite to people,
Be always
because
like cat bath.
even those people who are a bit crazy, if you
Hmm.
talk to them one on one, they actually are nice. So yeah.
Cool. I appreciate that. Thanks for the input. The world of crap hits us all at one point or another, and I know a couple weeks ago, and I know we're getting very closer to time here, so I'm going to be a little bit more careful. But in you had something, Ghost, that just recently was we were talking the one day. You had ordered something, and it was a big pivotal part of your world of a lotto. You had something showing up to you, and all of a sudden it shows up, and it's not in the pristine condition that you wanted it to be. How do you handle stuff when you've planned and you put it out, and what do you do to kind of surround yourself with just getting through the shit?
It sounds so annoying to some people, but it's the reality in my brain.
Hmm.
The older I've gotten, the more I've realized through the most like unfortunate circumstances, it has some way or another of proving to you that it's literally a rhyme or reason that it happened.
Hmm.
I think at the time, you can't ever kind of grasp, for the most part, why this had to have happened. But over time, you always come to see that, thank God that actually happened.
Hmm.
And I think I've always had that mind state, right? Like I remember making a right hand turn. I was late to work, and I made a right hand turn, and then I made a left to do the parallel street next over because it looked like there was construction or something. It was backed up, and I got a speeding ticket. And I was like, fuck, if I just didn't make that right turn and then that left, I just probably wouldn't have got the ticket. Fuck.
Yeah.
And then I was like driving, and I was like, what if I stayed on the same route I was on and I crashed and died?
Hmm.
Maybe as much on the surface as it looks like, damn, if I didn't go this way, I wouldn't have got a ticket. However, if I would have stayed this route, maybe I could have died. You see, we never look at the hypotheticals in the other angle from a different point of view.
Hmm.
And I think it's fascinating because it's easy to say, if I didn't go this way, I wouldn't have got a ticket. It's impossible, almost impossible, to say if I would have stayed on this path, I would have. You don't really ever know. It's an
Yeah.
unknown experience, right? But as I've been young, my biggest mistake I ever made in my life, I would not have 3 daughters and a wife. I
Mhm.
would not be in this moment right now. And that's fact. Now, in my brain, it's fact. I don't know. Maybe the world works where I would have gotten to this place anyway. But I like to believe that everything is exactly how it should be. And so, to the example of the lotto machine, I'm like filming an unboxing. I've only seen an unboxing once or twice in my life,
Right.
bro.
Yeah.
And as soon as I open it, I'm like, oh, let's go. And I'm like, this shit is broken. This shit is broken. Okay. Is it even salvageable? No, this shit is broken.
You're filming yourself going, it's fucking broken. I'm
It's
gonna
fucking
kill
broken,
it.
bro. Like, I'm literally like,
Here's a
yeah,
boxing
nah.
video.
Yeah, nah, we gotta postpone the inevitable at this point. But that was the first thing I said. I'm like, God's plan. Like, clearly, I was not supposed to run the lotto yet. Like, for whatever reason. And ironically, the first show we did had 3,000 concurrent viewers and over 25,000 views in 48 hours. So,
Oh my
hey,
God, yeah.
we'll take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you never know.
You never know. It could have been a dud the first time. But
yeah,
this too shall pass is on repeat when I'm going through some rough times.
Oh my God, yes.
And everything is as it should be is on the other repeat. So I got both voices going back and forth when I'm going through a hard time. Because let's face it, you go to the mailbox, you're going to see some bills. You go through life, you're going to have some hard times. How you choose to let them affect you is the type of person you are.
Yeah.
So when people come at me sideways and talk out of the side of their neck and they get all crazy, you know, back in the day, I was a fighter, of course. I'm like, what's that? You know, nowadays I'm like, they're probably going through something. I'm not going to let them alter my well-being. They don't have that power over me.
It's perfect.
God bless you. And I keep it pushing. So I think it's all intertwined. In my brain, I just have wired it. And I think, you guys, I think that it's an easier said than done process.
Yeah.
I think that some people get mad and are like, come on, it's not that deep. And I get it because I was there. But I think that everything, I'm repeating this, everything in life comes down to repetitions. The more times you keep practicing, reminding yourself it's going to be okay, this too shall pass, the more times you convince yourself that everything is as it should be, those repetitions become habitual exercises, right? So now it's almost habitual to diffuse the high energy of frustration in those moments by just reminding myself. And I actually get to the point where I laugh. I literally, genuinely, not forced, but I actually laugh. And I now go, how do I maneuver around this? I called my mom. Mom, I never returned shit on Amazon. I told you I got diamond hands, motherfuckers. I never returned something on Amazon.
I got diamond. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
I'm just telling
Send
you.
the bird steak back.
You got diamond nuts.
Yeah, that's a diamond butthole. That's what that is.
I got a problem. I won't go to the store and return something broken because I know they're gonna look at me like this fucking guy. He just used it, now he's returning it. You know, I just keep it. But this was when I was like, nah.
No cleaning the toilet paper to reuse it or anything. Thanks, man. You always make this so much fun, man. Thank you so much.
No, man, appreciate you.
Yeah. Hey, Mark. You know, you've been around the block a thing or two. You're in real estate, right? So you know, my wife's in real estate. I'm in real estate, and so we kind of know. You know, the world doesn't always give us. I always. What do they say? You know, life gives you lemons, you make lemonade bullshit, right? But we actually physically generate lemons anyway. So we kind of give ourselves our own life and our mentality. In the world of real estate, in the world of crypto, that relationship of figuring stuff out, because you know that appraisal's not coming over. It's the guy didn't sign. You know, you go through a million and one things that could go wrong, will go wrong in your world. How do you handle that kind of stuff? What do you do?
And I don't know, to be honest with you, but I can tell you with the real estate closings, and you know, how often you're headed to closing day before day of, and something goes wrong, something's missing, and you have to quickly overcome, keep your closing happen. That skill, man, can learning how to stay cool under pressure and execute, you know, something to get you to the closing, to get it closed, because you're, you know, it's how you're commissioned, it's how you get paid. You know, that's a skill that I am really proud of, because I would say that's probably one of my best assets is being cool under pressure, being able to handle the curveball when it's thrown to you. And I use that analogy because
curveballs are hard to hit.
I was a college athlete,
Yeah.
and successful at many levels locally and nationally, and that team skill that you learn and that I grew up with that learning that team skill, and it really really helps me in crypto, being able to overcome any type of objective on the fly, being able to overcome any type of problem that happens during a crypto project. Currently with NinjaCat, we're going through a process where we have hired a few coals along the way. I would say over the last couple of months, and every single time it doesn't work out. And
Every
time.
single time.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have rallied together as a team, and we are all understanding and seeing how invaluable the coals are and a detriment they are to the space. So we've developed a plan to move forward without the use of them, without the traditional use of the coals that we see in the space, and they fail.
Be your
every
own.
time.
Yeah.
Be your own. Exactly.
My biggest advice to all of you watching this right now, and no offense to all you fucking shitty coals out there, but fuck you, right?
Yeah.
But you can become your own coal. You know why? You think I was in this position of having a show prior to this? I'm a little mini coal. I'm like a little tiny baby thing compared to some of these big guys. But 90% of that shit that they got on their site, fake as shit.
Hey.
Sorry. You can buy views, you can do everything. Everything's organic. Be organic, be real, be transparent. That's it. Just get out there and have fun with it. That's a whole story we can do with coals next week. Next week we're gonna do coals. We're gonna rip them apart too. We're gonna tear them to shreds. Sons of bitches. But Mark, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Your world is very important to me because, and again, no offense, brother, but you are definitely not that high energy pitch dude that's in it like, oh, everybody's gonna buy my coin today. I appreciate that so much, man. Laid back, let's go. Not Eeyores, but I appreciate who you are and what you've done. You're a very smart dude. You're building all that over in GitHub to build your website and all that stuff. You got very dynamic hands in what you're doing, and real estate is not an easy thing to be in, but you're absolutely right. Mr. Quinton, a long time ago, many, many moons ago, I think when you were like 10 or 11 years old, I taught you something about troubleshooting and figuring stuff out and how to get through things. Do you remember any of that?
I do, sir. The input, the mechanics, and the output.
Right. And that taught you a lot from that position. And I don't need you to go through the expression of that today, but I want you to kind of touch on how do you handle things when you go through that process of troubleshooting things and getting through the shit that happens for you.
That's a great skill to have, is getting through shit. And I think what Lotto said of it being like really to get the repetitions and how you handle it is really important, because this stuff's a skill. And being with you these last 2 years going on, we've been through a lot of shit. Well,
that's the thing about building. If you just sit around and do nothing, you'll never go through shit, right? So
yeah. And I think being able to go through the process and handle it and work your way through what's happening is really difficult when you don't have your mental set. Being able to be calm and to calm yourself down and to find your resolve and to push forward towards what you want it to be, and I think those 3 points of figuring out what they are, what do you want the output to be versus what it is now, and then working through that. So I think my small little input would be to remember to calm and then to resolve that this is happening now, can't change what's happening or what has already happened, and to approach it the best that you can to get the output that you want.
Yeah. And control yourself through the entire process. That's the biggest thing.
Exactly.
And thank you, son, for coming out and speaking on that behalf, because if there is somebody that's learned those lessons the hard way, it has been you. But I've always tried to never sugarcoat stuff with you. That's always been. Mr. Quinton lived in New Hampshire for many moons, and I always had him during the summer. But since he's graduated school, he said he wanted to come down. He's gone through life school with me here in Pennsylvania. The mentality of going through the shit, and I'll make this brief, but I'm going to tell you all right now. You hear me say this all the time. Yeah, I've done this and I've done that, and I've had this experience, is because I ventured. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, nothing learned. And along with that venture, it's not perfect. You learn how to get through things. I've been in war. I've been in places I probably shouldn't have been. I've been down that road, Ghost, that I probably shouldn't have gone down. And yes, I should have been killed, but I made other choices at that point. It's okay to make a wrong turn. It's just how do you negate out of that, and how do you protect yourself while doing so? All of you are in cryptocurrency. It's just going to happen. Chow, she came out, she went into a network. She said, this is happening. I want to do this. We have an experimental thing. It's working. Here's what it is. And she handled herself beautifully through it, even though it was tough. It wasn't easy. She had to get through it. But now she's a better person from now. Every coin that she launches on from this point, she'll have that understanding. And when somebody looks at her and says, hey, look, that was kind of tough. And, but we got through it. Yeah. Now she'll know how to handle that process from that point. And that is the true thing. Let the shit happen. Let it be. Resolve it quickly, right? Don't let people in there be like, this shouldn't be happening. Why is this happening? If you did your job, and tune them out or kick them out. That's the only thing I can tell you, because those kind of people that are in barking in your ear, you pieces, why did you make this? Why did this? They ain't no good for you. Get them right out. The people that are in your ear, the ones that are saying, hey man, we got this. Everything's cool. Helping keep you calm. You double, triple down on those bad boys, right? You get more of them. Hey, you got a brother or a sister that's like you. Come on board. Let's go. Right? Get them on. That's why this man to my left here is here, right? That kind of attitude, that ghost attitude, that's why Mr. Quinton's down there. That's why Chow's there. These people that are with you and to support and be. So if I got any advices for you when the shit happens, surround yourself with the people that you've worked together with and you've cut your teeth with this. That's what's going to make you better, right? Nothing else. All right. Thank you so much for everybody being here today. We're going to jump into a very, very super fast, quick alpha portion. Everybody raise your hand if you got alpha. Good. I only see one hand. Unfortunately, all the others are IPs. Sorry. I'm so bad. I should go to bad boy heaven. I know I need this to be tequila right now.
Sorry, I had to do it.
Was that on or was that AI? Was that on?
I had to dox myself.
What? Motto, what was that?
I just hit the fucking motto. Did you see that? You did.
What did you do? You went something like this.
I'm about to look this shit up.
He's trying to do a heart with the thing in there. I don't know. What is that? Is that a horse? Is that a squirrel?
Hey, I saw the hole. That's why I was like, that's not a filter.
It's a deer.
It's an actual mask. Bro, I was fucked up.
Yeah, it's a mask.
I swear to God, I don't even know what to get. I don't got nothing. I was gonna get something to shoot it with, but I don't know.
Oh, maybe we got one of those too. Maybe we got.
No, don't do that because I don't know what's gonna come out. He's trying all kinds of things. What's this one do? I don't know if that's gonna do nothing.
You guys think I know sign language and shit. I'm over here like
yeah. It's like spelling shit out on the bottom. That'd be cool, bro.
Bro,
all right, so
heck? That was crazy.
All right, let's start off with President Horsehead or Deerhead. Peanut, you put your hand up. I know Ghost has some stuff. Peanut, what do you got? You got something good for us? Besides the good awesome.
Well, the biggest alpha is I'll probably be back next week, and then I got something to show for you guys next week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I appreciate that. At first, I thought you said the biggest alpha I have. I'm going to be back here next week. I was like, yeah, that makes me feel really good. I appreciate
that. That's good alpha. Yeah,
that's good
and
alpha.
I'll have something to show for. I have something to show for. Yeah. I appreciate you guys having me on today, and it's nice to get to know you guys and to
you too, brother.
To feel welcome in this. It's a community, right, Max? I mean,
absolutely.
I feel really welcome. So
I appreciate you. So we'll do a little bit of out. If you do have alpha, we'll come out, shield some alpha, and then we'll say our goodbyes to you at that point. to try to make it in. Cat Bat, what do you got? You got anything for you want to say goodbye to your community, or you have some alpha you want to share and then say goodbye?
I would like to say thank you and for everyone sharing their stories because it was also like kind of great to see that there is like as we were speaking about the honesty and transparency. I think the real people always win, and I really love to hear all of your stories because this is the real connection between all of us. And yeah, President Peanut is just took that ace from the sleeve, you know.
That was amazing.
Yeah, it was really funny. Yeah,
It
thank you
was.
for the good vibes. Appreciate it a lot.
You're welcome. All right, we got up next, Chow Chow.
You guys are hilarious. Thank you for the awesome laughs. I wish I had a squirrel face.
So no, you got a girl face, not a squirrel face. Yeah.
I just wanted to first say thank you both, Max and Ghost, for all of the kind things that you said and for being here and for this journey, because it's going to fucking be amazing. It's going to explode with what the team that we have. It's going. Yeah. So buy some tequila before you miss out on this epic journey. That's the
absolutely alpha. Get now, because it's get part of that community and help structure it and build it up. That's a big thing. If I can send some alpha your way, is like you guys got so many great ideas and concepts that are coming, and you already have the people who can generate those tools for you. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Tequila.
All right, Mr. Ghost, what do you got, brother?
Mine's gonna be pretty easy today. Today is Saturday, and at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard, so in just 5 hours, we have our third official live lotto ball drawing right here from my bathroom. No, sorry, right here from my kitchen. Okay, it'll be a little different view. You might even see a sink or a stove, or who knows. But we're definitely doing the live drawing. Here's the deal. Last night we had a poker tournament. We had 48 people, I think, that joined. All of them got a lotto baller. So if you got knocked out 48th, you got the number 48 ball. If you got first place, you got the number 1 ball. I got the number 2 ball. My 6th time getting second place. I'm getting sick of it. I kid you not, man. I hate losing more than I love winning. Just know that. So we only have given out, obviously, in that case, 48 lotto balls. So what we're doing tonight is we're going to do the OG draw like we do every week, where if you have the NFT 1 through 69, obviously you can win. We're doing the Lotto Baller 0 draw like we do every week as well. There's 24 of those. But tonight we're also going to be doing the 69 Lotto balls through a big portion of those were through poker. Yeah. But what I would like to extend is an opportunity for Chow Chow to give out 20 balls to her community so that when we pull the lottery tonight, there's one of 20 people are going to hit the lottery in the tequila community.
Oh, wow.
Because I think that would be really, really fun tonight to add a little sauce. I don't drink tequila, but I don't drink tequila, but I do fuck with tequila. Let's put it that way. Okay?
There you go.
So
I'll have some verbial shots.
Yeah, exactly. I'll have some verbial shots. So that would be it's really simple. You just gotta DM me. My handle's on the page. I am ghost_AF. If you DM me 20 handles, or even if you want to do 10 handles and they get 2 balls each, or 5 handles on X and they get 4 balls each, whatever you want to do. I just need their handles so I can put it on the spreadsheet. I will give you the numbers of each handle, so which lotto ball they have. And then when we do the live drawing, if one of your members in your community hits, they will not only be getting high and drunk off tequila, but they'll hit the fucking lotto. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Thank
you, Ghost. That's going to be awesome. And when I DM you, we're definitely going there live. Got all day.
Okay, cool. I love it. I'll see you on there soon for sure.
Thank you.
See you there.
Can we change the name of the Lotto balls to Lotto nuts? Maybe. I feel a collaboration coming.
You Lotto said nuts? Lotto what?
Lotto nuts.
Lotto balls to Lotto nuts.
Yeah, the Deezas. That's what it is.
I'll tell you what, President Peanut, you hit me up, and I promise next Saturday Next Saturday
Yeah.
we'll do a lot of nuts too. Okay.
Not number 5.
Oh my God, this is too much. I'm gonna have to hit the stop button here in a minute. Mark from Ninja Cat, our sponsor, our friend, our foe of life. Dude, you rock. Thanks a lot for being here today. Do you have anything? Because you the site's here. It's wonderful. It looks beautiful. You got some stuff that you still got to work on and getting on, which is awesome. You got some. Cool. Yeah. Because see, this is what he's doing. This is what he was doing behind the scenes. He was up there fixing the link of everything behind it. This is amazing, right? We're talking about fixing stuff. He's fixing stuff. You got anything you want to chuck out and say goodbye for today?
I don't. I just want to thank everybody that's here and all the great projects that are being on display and what everybody's sharing. You know, it's good to get to know some of these guys personally. I think that's a very important thing, you know, in life in general. I mean, if you hide behind the PFP forever, what are you, you know, I think it's important to show a little bit of personality. Put yourself out there.
You get to see that people like us are real, even if you're not out in front, but you are in behind a PFP and you have other things that maybe you've been horribly disfigured by the world of life. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. But what I see is that there's a lot of opportunity here for people to watch. 2,076 people watching the show right now. Mr. Quinton, you come out and just jump out. Everybody sort of had a chance to say goodbye. You want to jump out and then I'll come out last.
It was so fun to have you all here today. I had a blast. I'm so thankful for everyone being able to come in. I'm so thankful for your communities for showing the love and the spreading the love by being here. Thank you for my outreach team. I know the last week or two we've been light because we've had some unfortunate circumstances between some of our crew, but the team who is here is pulling up that slack, is pushing it hard and doing fantastic, even despite all the craziness going on. So thank you so much. And I can't wait to continue pushing and continue growing and continue learning together here at Shogun.
We're definitely blessed. Even through all the trials and tribulations, everything's been through the market, everything else, there are good stuff coming. Excuse me. As a final goodbye to everybody, I have to tell you that this show, even though we're about 2,100 people, 2,083 people right now watching the show concurrently, you're spectators in what this little life is for us today. And being a spectator here, you're seeing the reality of what Bitcoin is and cryptocurrency basically is in this network. And what that means to all of you that are watching, there are real people here that we build, we fight, we love, we fail, we build, we become stronger, we build relationships, we on the fly build events, as you see. If I could put 15 builders up here, and we talked in the show one time about 7 great ideas, and 5 of them are now being built through our corporation, our network. This is the way stuff changes. So if you are a coin and you're watching, get up here, be a shiller, be a sponsor, be a panelist, take part. The only way that this crypto world is going to change is by you getting and making a difference, right? They say it only takes a handful of good people to do nothing for the world of evil to take over. Well, we're tired of doing nothing. That's why we're here changing the world in our own way. From Mark, from Ghost, from Chow, from Quinton, from Peanut, from Catbat, and everybody else that came out today. Thank you for taking time out of your day. Damn it, we almost hit 2,100. I feel like I have to talk slow. Nope, that ain't going to work. But I appreciate everybody. You have a great. Let's just hang on. I'm trying to. I was trying to get the music up, but it's.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
Sorry, I can't.
Well, here's the thing. Another part of it too is if we're stalling for time,
we're stalling.
And you know, at the beginning we were like Ghost doesn't have his hat matching the lights today,
right?
But do you know what is matching?
What?
His pants, dog.
His pants are matching. Did you put those pants on when we weren't watching?
No,
there you go.
I didn't want to say it, man. You can go back to the first clip, man. I wasn't about to be like, but
your hat's not matching.
It's color coordinated.
I have an issue. I gotta do it every time. It's just
there it is.
I match it all.
That is so awesome, brother. I appreciate it. One of these times, none of us going to match. We're like, what color's the underwear? That's all. Maybe none. I don't know. Yeah. All right, we did hit 2,106 people, 2,108. Thank you so much here for the Shogun Gun Show. I'm Trader Max, and from all of us to all of you, get out there. The best revenge and no hearts is perfect. that the best revenge is living well. So get out there and live well today. Put your feet to the grass, your hands to the air, and have a blast on us. And make sure you get out and share the love of this show. We'll see you next time. And as always, live well. Stick with me for the backstage.